Masters is older, the weights are the same, the record's different. Redden, more experience and a better win ratio. Our third man in the centre ring will be John the Rebel Conway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is semi-final fight number 1. It is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds of welterweight kickboxing action with an extra round in play in case of a draw. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing black trunks with silver trim. The former WMC NZ light welterweight and NZ TBA light welterweight and Honor 4-man champion. Representing Alpha Muay Thai. He now has 24 wins, 7 losses, with 6 big wins coming by way of KO. Introducing Razor Redden. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, enters the ring wearing black trunks with white and red trim. He's a dangerous combination of power and speed, representing ETK HQ. Now with 11 wins, 6 losses, and 2 draws, with 3 big wins coming by way of KO. Introducing Josh Method Man Martsers! 3 3-minute rounds when the bell rings. Referee in charge is the Rebel John Conway.
All right, guys, been over the rules, so you know the rules. Listen to my instructions at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. When I call break, stop throwing, step away from each other until I say fight. Touch them up, back in your corner, out at the bell.
Both experienced fighters. Rebel Conway, succinct with his words. This is the first semi-final. Promises to be a cracker. The sharp technical skills of the Razor Redden against the bullocking power of Josh Martsers from ETK HQ. And Dan Hooker, classic sort of fight here, really, a counter fighter versus a very aggressive fighter.
Yeah, so on paper, it's an exciting matchup. Redden, technically, he's a counter fighter. He waits for his opponent, he makes them miss, and he capitalizes on those mistakes. But what impressed me in the first fight from Josh Martsers was his ability to, what he just did there, explode in and land shots. So he likes to jump in, close the range, and throw heavy punches and low kicks.
You just saw there, though, a complete difference because he's not able to get a feel. Redden skipped out of range. He checked the first low kick, and Josh Martsers isn't able to get a tag on his man, and that can result in him either getting frustrated and bollocking forward, and falling into a shot, and expending unnecessary energy.
Well, that's what Josh needs to do. He needs to put the pressure on. He can't wait for Ra to find his range.
Well, he found his range. It was right up middle stump. The Black Caps could do with him with accuracy like that. Well, fortunately, young Mr. Redden will be well equipped with a steel box.
Ready?
Otherwise, he'd be singing soprano for quite some time. Redden just leading off with that jab, looking for the overhand right. And one thing that Martsers does do is he really looks to load up. He leaves himself a little bit exposed after the shot, so if Redden can make him miss and make him pay. Nice left hook there from Martsers. Redden just smacking the shoulder with the right hand, making him miss both those shots, but Martsers going downstairs to the body with the lead hand. It's wise work from him.
Yeah, Martsers is doing what he needs to. He needs to stay in Ra's face, and he needs to keep pressuring him backwards, not letting Ra stay relaxed and pick his shots and set up these power shots.
That was checked well, but good work from Martsers. Doubled up on his jab, looked for the heavy low kick. It's Redden, very nonplussed, very relaxed in the corner. Jason Suddy screaming out the instructions to Martsers. Narrowly misses with an overhand right. Right hand right on the air of Josh Martsers. He overfilled with his shots. Redden, he's been looking for it the whole fight.
7, 8, carry on.
The discombobulator on the right ear. I don't know why Redden's touching gloves. He should really be touching him with his right hand. Redden's still looking for the right hand again. Martsers has been stung, and he was backed up by that jab that time. He's walking into the right hook now, Dan.
Yeah, Raz definitely changed game plans. He realized that he couldn't fight on the back foot. Josh wasn't giving him the space or the time to get his shots off. So now Raz put it into first gear, and he's just going forward. And it's paid dividends so far with an 8 count.
Martsers coming back now. He's feeling himself a little more. But Redden's pressuring him well. Well, Martsers, he was dropped pretty badly, I think. I think he was more hurt than we might think. And he will need every minute of that, every second of that minute to recover. Redden will take a 10-8 first round. And just the difference really in experience, Dan Hooker.
Yeah, well, it was an adjustment really from Redden. He realized his game plan wasn't working of staying on the outside. He couldn't, Josh wasn't giving him the chance to measure his distance. And so he decided to change his strategy, change his game plan, put it on the front foot, and it paid dividends big time.
And you just saw there what I talked about earlier in the round, that Josh sometimes, if you make him miss, he'll overthrow and put himself in a vulnerable position. And Redden's too experienced a fighter to let him get away with that. See how Martsers has recovered. He's always had a very solid chin.
Round 2.
Wouldn't hurt him to actually just move to his right a little bit more, away from the power of Redden. And again, you just saw it there, landing the right hand. And still drifting to his left, which is into the power of Redden. And he changed his angle there and was able to land a left kick to the body. See where Redden backs up for the ropes there. He often does that and exposes his body. To explode. Redden, although he's a technical fighter, he's got plenty of mongrel when he's tagged. He knows when to turn it up a notch. And that very effective forearm guard from Redden.
Yeah, Redden's looking very relaxed to me. So what an 8 count does to a counter fighter like Raz, it takes the pressure off. You know, he's not in a rush to land these shots. He can take his time and go back to setting things up and using his intelligence like he was.
And you can see Martsers is really trying in there. He's looking for an opening. His mouth's open. I'd like to see, it's interesting, both fighters are boxing more than kicking at this point. Maybe their shins are sore. Maybe they're trying to conserve. And that wild left hook was the shot that got him into trouble in the first round. You've got to be very cautious to that, Martsers. He misses and falls off balance. Nice little angle change there from Redden. Couldn't make him pay for missing. Plenty of banter. Always been very effective to the body with that right hand. Misses to the straight right up top. Wouldn't mind seeing a left hook from Redden. Now it's starting to explode. Redden's really firing up. And a nice right hand there there from Redden. The challenge has gone out. Let's see if Martsers can respond. Cracking round from both boys. Redden would take it on the cards. But Josh Martsers has done well to come into that. He landed a couple of good left hooks and decent right hands to keep Redden honest.
And loose, okay?
Yeah, it's as advertised. When you have a counter striker versus a lead striker, it makes for exciting matchups, and that's exactly what we're getting with this fight. Both boys exchanging, one pushing the action and one responding with his counters. So it makes for an exciting fight and an exciting third round.
And you can see there a couple of those nice right hands landed from Martsers, and the challenge was laid down later in the fight. He landed a couple of clean shots, and it all exploded. It ain't pretty, but it sure is exciting. And this is why we love King in the Ring. We're heading into the third round of this semi-final. Redden in the blue corner. Josh Martsers from ETK coming out of the red corner. And it's all guns away. Everything on the line. Redden going back to that sticky jab. I'm just interested to see if he loads up that high kick. His Martsers' left hand does drop from time to time. Straightens the right hand down the pipes. Martsers trying to walk his way forward. Plenty of bravado from Martsers, but he's getting picked off at this point, although that was a nice right hand.
Yeah, Martsers down on the scorecards. He's being very patient with his power. He's working his way on the inside, but he's not just wasting shots and unloading. He's waiting for the right time to explode, just like there with these big punches.
Landed a nice straight right hand, went downstairs with the right to the body. Redden, though, still picking him off with his own straight punches. He's a little bit more efficient with his work. A little bit more compact defensively. Good kick to the body there from Martsers, lands a nice jab. Needs to do a bit more. A minute 30 to go. There's a big right hand! Martsers has found the coup de grace! Redden stiffened on the ropes, eats the overhand right. Trying to play Floyd Mayweather. His Philly shell was cracked. That was a major mistake there from Redden. He didn't get up at 8, he got up at 9. And John the Rebel Conway called the fight. Josh Martsers needed a miracle, and he found it. He was patient, as Dan Hooker said. He came back from a knockdown. He came back from a mile behind on the scorecards, and he wins by knockout, and he will progress to the final of the welterweight King in the Ring.
Red corner by TKO, referee stoppage. Yeah, referee.
Very disappointing for Redden. He was backed up on the ropes. He tried to fill his shell in Mayweather, and there it was, right on the cheekbone. The straight right hand. I'll be interested to see if we can have a look at the 8 count as well. Right on the button. He looked pretty good there, to be honest. He looked relatively clear-eyed as he was sat on his haunches. Oh, well, we missed the 8 count, but that's academic.
Fighters to the
Martsers
center
has
ring,
won.
please. Ladies and gentlemen, with 1 minute and 48 seconds gone in the third round, your referee, the Rebel John Conway, calls a stop to this contest for your winner by TKO, and going on to the King of the Ring finals. Fighting out of the red corner, Josh Method Man Martsers!